Bismillah. Let's start, huh? Bismillah. Bismillah. Allahumma arhamna bil Quran waj'alhu lana imaman wa nuran wa hudan wa rahma. Allahumma zakkirna minhu ma nasina wa 'allimna minhu ma jahilna warzuqna tilawatahu ana al-layli wa atraf an-nahar waj'alhu lana hujjatan ya rabbal alamin. Amin. Huh? We are in our basic Arabic grammar class. Okay. And now we will start the introduction of noun. Before we start the introduction of noun, let us repeat what we have learned, which see repeating means that something is important that you have to remember. Repeating generally means if somebody is repeating the thing, either he is hammering or there is something important he is telling you. I am not hammering. There is something important I want to tell you. I'm telling you. So remember this. There are two types of vowels in Arabic. Okay, there are two types of vowels, long vowels and short vowels. Long vowels, there are only three long vowels, alif, waw, and ya. And short vowels are indicated by diacritical markings, which are called harkats or harkat in plural. So equivalent to alif is fatha, equivalent to waw is dhamma, and equivalent to ya is kasra. Okay, if you use your imagination and if you yani, this is the truth actually, and if you see in deeply, this alif if written in this way will become a fatha. This wow if it is written in top of on top of a consonant, it will become a dhamma. And this part of ya, only this part of ya, if you take this, it is under a consonant and then it will become kasra. Okay. For the time being, in this class, I want you to remember these vowels in this fashion: dhamma, fatha, and kasra. Dhamma, fatha, and kasra. In this order, in this fashion. Remember them in this fashion: dhamma, fatha, and kasra. Okay. Any question till here? Anybody? Long vowels, short vowels. Okay, this is the real important thing: long vowels and short vowels. Anybody? No. Okay. There are 28 plus 1, yani 29 alphabets in Arabic. Alphabets includes noun and alphabets includes vowel and consonants. So there are three consonants and balance whatever is left. There are three vowels, balance whatever is left is consonant. Out of these consonants or out of these vowels, these three are long vowels and they are multitasking. You know, when somebody multitask, he becomes weak. They are weak also. They are multitasking because they are working too much. There are many things these three vowels or these three alphabets are doing. So by default, you know, when people work in too many places, part-time job here, there, they become weak. Similarly, these three consonants or three alphabets are not consonant, three alphabets are weak in nature also. Okay, you should remember these 2-3 points which are really important. Alif, Waw, and Ya are long vowels and they are multitasking in Arabic language, and they are weak. Some people call them sick, not well, unhealthy, weak. Call them by any name, but they are multitasking. Okay, and there is one important diacritical marking which is called shadda. What is the meaning of this marking? The meaning of this marking is under me there are two similar consonant. gemination of consonant on the first one, yani from right to left, there has to have a sukoon, and on the second one will contain or will hold a diacritical mark, which I am holding. If this shadda is holding dhamma, a dhamma will come. If shadda is holding a fatha, fatha will come. If shadda is holding a kasra will come. This is really important to remember. Okay, then there are other diacritical marking, fatha, dhammatain, fathatain, kasratain, or in Urdu you call it do pesh, do zabar, do zer. The actual name is tanween. Tanween of dhamma, tanween of fatha, tanween of kasra, or call them kasratain, dhammatain, fathatain, whatever. What is tanween? What is tanween? Tanween is nothing but addition of one noon. Okay. Now, and we have seen that in part of speech, in Arabic, we have to learn only three part of speech. Fi'l, fi'lun, then harfun, and ismun. Ismun. In English, you call it noun, particle, and verb. Now, ठीक है ना? Yesterday we saw what is a noun. Can anybody from the new student tell me what is a noun? Can anybody of you tell me, help me, what is a noun? Please raise your hand. This is an
901.
interactive class. 901, yes. See, before
Sir,
you start, old students should avoid answering. This is the easy things, you know. Old students should avoid. You are senior. Inshallah, after 2-3 weeks, I will ask you to teach. Inshallah, a little part. You know, the teaching is also learning. There is no thing, you know, teaching is also learning. Inshallah, I'll explain it to you. But senior students, please don't answer. G sister, G brother, 901.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam.
Sir, noun is the name of a person.
Name. Noun is actually a Latin word which means name. Normally, name, right? Name of a person. Okay.
Place, object,
Place, object,
name of an action,
name of the action. Okay. Name
and
of
name of the
action.
doer,
Yes.
doer who is performing the action.
Doer of the action. Yeah.
Yes.
Doer of the action
And the receiver also, who is receiving the
receiver of the
action.
action. Receiver of the action. Name of the person, place. Uh, it can be a name of a procedure. It can be a name of a procedure. Name of a procedure. Name is so important, so important. So, yani it is very, very important. Without name, it is really almost impossible. It is really impossible to make a sentence. It is really impossible to make a sentence. Just try calling your driver without calling him a driver. Either you have to call him a driver or you have to take his proper name. Otherwise, how you will call him? The person who is driving my car, please come here. Right? You have to use a name. If you go and ask somebody, give me a pen. Pen is a noun. Without using this name, the thing which I write again, write. Yeah, you have to use a name. You have to use a noun in your sentences. Without a noun, it is really difficult, almost impossible to make a sentence. Everybody agrees with me, or any difference? Any difference? Anybody like to differ? Names or noun are really important. Without any noun, without using a noun or a proper noun, a common noun, without using a noun, it will be really difficult to make a sentence. if you give me a liberty, I'm taking a liberty, and I'm taking a liberty and saying that names or nouns are language. Without this, language will be a problem. Anybody wants to differ? Anyone? Without name, without noun, language will be difficult. Anybody begs to differ? Now, if you all agree, just yani go back and remember the yani read from Quran, and you will understand Allah has taught Adam alayhi salam all the all the names. याद है आप लोगों को? Do you remember this incidents from Quran when Allah made Adam alayhi salam? Then he asked the angels to prostrate, and the shaitan, he refused. Then Allah taught Adam what? All the names. Ultimately, Allah taught Adam alayhi salam the language. I'm taking a liberty in telling you this, that it was language that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taught Adam alayhi salam. Yeah, the meaning of, you can take many meanings from that instance. One of the meaning that you can extract is that Adam alayhi salam was taught language. Without name, you cannot make a language. It is really, really, really difficult. It almost impossible. Everybody agrees? Anybody wants to disagree? Alhamdulillah. Huh? Nouns are so important, my brother and sister. Nouns are so important, or name or ism. They are so important, so important. If you add a tense in a noun, if you add a tense in a noun, then it will become a verb. Verb by itself is nothing but noun plus tense, name of the action plus the time of the action. So nouns are really important thing to remember. We will start from noun only. Part of speech, inshallah, we will start learning from noun. Okay, what are noun? Okay, there can be two types of noun: definite and indefinite. Who can tell me the difference between definite and indefinite in English? In context to English, not in context to Arabic. In context to English, what is a definite noun and what is a indefinite noun? Please
945.
help me. Before
945.
you 945, see, if you don't speak, somebody else will speak. When somebody else will speak, he will speak in his own favor. This is what our community is lacking. When we see something bad going, we don't want to speak. We are afraid. We are too much afraid to speak. When we see something good happening, we don't want to appreciate. We are too afraid to appreciate. Neither we are appreciating the good, nor we are anticipating the bad. We are not speaking. We left speaking. Now remember my words: if you will not speak, somebody else will speak. And when somebody else will speak, he will speak in his own favor. Nobody will speak in your favor. I'm telling you, as a ummah, as my brother, as my sister, start speaking. Start taking things in your own hand. Start correcting your community. If you will not stand, there is nobody coming for you to stand for you. Start by speaking. If you find anything good, appreciate it. If you find anything bad, stop it. Khair. 945.
Okay,
Ji
noun.
sister.
We have a definite and indefinite noun. A definite noun is a noun where like for example, there's a specific person which we want to call, and that person has a name, and that is a definite noun. And if you just call any random person, like for example, there are few ladies in the hall, I just say that particular lady, matlab, I just say any lady. that is indefinite. And if I point out to the particular lady, that is the definite person whom I'm referring to.
You're explaining it, but I need more explanation. Anybody else?
Like for example, hello.
GG example. GG sister example.
Okay. If I say that there are some children in the class, and if I say, can any one of you get up? Anyone can get up. If I say that some particular person, like if I say Aisha, I'm referring to a girl by name Aisha, she is definite. I'm referring to that particular girl in the class.
Mashallah, you are almost there, but I need more explanation. More explanation. Anybody can help me? We all know English, right? Let's try it out. This is just a brainstorming. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're wrong. Let's start. Somebody help me. Okay, help me in Urdu. Anybody wants to speak in Urdu? Any other language? People, you have to see, this is an interactive class. You have to talk, okay? All right. There are two type of noun, definite and indefinite. Let me give you a simple idea. And you will understand known and unknown. Use this idea. Anything known is called definite. In journal, this idea can be used in journal. Anything known is called definite. Any noun known is called definite. Any noun unknown is called indefinite. As the name suggests, nakira means unknown, ma'arifa means known. In Arabic, you call it marifa and nakira. Don't worry about this name. Just remember the concept. There are two type of noun, definite and indefinite. Before I go ahead, can you tell me in English, yani in context to English, how do you find out if the name is definite or indefinite? Now this you can help me out, right? Please help me. How do I find out in context to English that this noun is definite and this noun is indefinite?
Lines of
Mashallah. Mashallah.
Okay. Okay. By saying the article the refers to that particular person.
Okay. Yani if there is a da,
that is definite.
I can say this thing is this noun is definite. The okay. And what about indefinite? Mashallah, you are on the dot.
A and an. Use
A or an.
an.
If a or an is written in front of a noun, I can say this noun is indefinite. Right, sister?
Yes.
Now be with me, sister. Is there anything else? Anybody? No.
And similarly, if a person has a name, and this refer to that person.
If I say Kafil, Zaid, Fatima, what about this? Sister?
These are proper
names
nouns. Proper nouns.
Proper names are?
Proper nouns.
Proper nouns are definite, right?
Definite, yeah.
Proper names are definite. You don't need to write the in front of the Kafil, the Zaid, the Fatima.
Yeah, of course.
You don't. But again, my question, be with me, sister, because you are only speaking. That's why don't mind it. Mashallah, I like when you speak. The thing is, if you are in a hall, if you are in a class, if you are teaching in a class, or if you are a part of a class, and there are 6 Z.
Okay.
How many Z?
6.
6 Z. And now the teacher says Z. Now this Z is proper or common?
This is still proper, but we have to specify that person by either
Z. You have to add something
surname
else, right?
Or something.
Something else. You have
like
to
for
add.
example, it can be
Roll number
surname,
1 Z,
can be
tall Z,
used.
small Z, fat Z, Z Khatri, Z Suleiman,
Yes.
Z something, right? Yes, you got the point, sister.
Yes.
Mashallah. Anybody, any question? There are two type of noun, definite and indefinite. ठीक है ना? Definite and indefinite. Definite can be identified by the and all. What happened? The in front of them, and a or n depends on the spelling, can show you that this noun is indefinite. There are proper noun and common noun also. This is simple thing, the name of a person or animal or thing, which is really and the common noun is cow, house. Which house? I don't know which house. All houses are same. All cows are same. Elephant, girl, boy. These are common noun. Also, they are indefinite in nature. Also, they are indefinite in nature. Now, this is English. We are not learning English, right? We are learning Arabic. This was just the concept. We are learning Arabic, and the idea is known and unknown. My brother and sister, all proper noun are by default definite. All by default are definite. All common noun by default they are indefinite. Okay, this part you should remember, inshallah, and I will repeat until you, inshallah, and until everybody of each and every person remember this, inshallah. We will keep repeating this. Okay, in English you can identify definite by the and indefinite by a or an. In Arabic, indefinite can be identified by tanween. Indefinite can be identified by tanween. Any tanween, tanween of dhamma, tanween of fatha, or tanween of kasara. Kalamin, kalamun. Any question till here? Any indefinite can be identified by tanween of dhamma, tanween of fatha, and tanween of kasra. Baki all proper noun. If I want to write Z, Z is by default Zaidun. Although I am using a tanween here, but by default it is a definite noun. Okay. Khair, let's talk about this kalamun, kalaman, kalamin. Kalam yani pen. Kalam yani pen. Okay. Kalamun, kalaman, kalamin. Now two questions should arise in your mind. Why these tanweens are changing? Why are they? Why there is no standard? Always it should be kalamun, kalaman, kalamin. Why it is changing? G945, you have a question?
No, I was just saying that Dhammaten represents the person who's doing the action.
Mashallah, sister. This is not the question. This is not the question. I'm putting some question in their brain so that they should understand. When you ask question to yourself, it is your personal duty to answer it, and then you will go inside and search for it. If you don't find the answer inside, then you will go outside and search for it. So these people, mashallah, you all are here with me. Now I'm igniting a fire in you that you should ask a question. Okay. Indefinite noun can be identified by tanween. In the end, you will find tanween. If there is a tanween, you can say that it is a indefinite noun. Okay. This is the identification of indefinite noun. Also, this is a identification of noun. Any word in Arabic that is having a tanween is by default a noun only, because it is by default it is a noun because it is carrying a tanween. Any word in Arabic which is carrying a tanween should be considered as noun by default. Acha, now see all this thing I will repeat on Monday also, huh? So don't worry. I'm just giving you a precursor that what is coming on Monday. All this thing will be repeated in a different fashion, in a different style. But today I'm just giving you a precursor because today is the end of the week. From next week onward, inshallah ta'ala, we will be starting noun again with properly we will start. We are just talking with you. I am just talking with you. Anybody, can you tell me when the is used with the noun and when a is used or an is used with the noun? Anybody? 965 903. Who wants to answer?
Uh, the is used whenever we are referring to any specific thing, a specific person or place or animal or something. Or and an is used whenever we are referring to something which is not specific or common. And is used when we are referring to something that starts with a consonant. And we use an when we are referring to something that starts with a vowel.
Vowel. Vowel. Mashallah. Is A and N. Huh? Mashallah. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Huh? Let me show you one example. Let me write a small novel for you. Huh? It start with a man came to my house. Now tell me, and I will use a pronoun for him. He came and sat on my table. Later we found out that the man was blind. Now see, I'm writing the blind man. Sorry, man. The blind man came to me and said and told me his name is Z. देखिए, be careful, be careful and see. I started with a man. Why? Because the man coming to my house was unknown. Then he came and sat on my table. Then he came to me. Then I started using the word, the article the man. And then, sorry, the man was blind. And then I started using the word the blind man. Then the blind man told me that his name is Zed. Look at the chronology, how things are changing. First, it was a man, then it became the man, then it became the blind man, then he said his name is Zed. My question is, if I want to write my novel, my story after this, what will I use? A man, the blind man, or Zed? I want to say that this man, which I am talking about, is an engineer. So I will write the blind man was an engineer, a man was an engineer, the man was an engineer, or Zaid was an engineer.
G901.
G901. Yes, 901.
We will write Zaid was an engineer.
Zaid was an engineer. Mashallah. Look at the transition. A man was written when the man was unknown. Then he did something. He came to my house was enough to make him the man. But when we found out more about the man, that he was the blind man. Okay, the came when we found out small information about the man, that he was blind or that he came to my house. This was enough to make him the. Then when he gave me his original identifier, this original identifier was his proper name. Then when he gave me his proper name, no need to write a man, the man. Now I will write Z because my listener or my reader, now they know that it was a man initially. It became the man, and then it became Z. The context is telling me, if I now write anywhere in the end of Z, whatever, wherever I will write a big story and then Z, you will remember that Z is the same man, the blind man who initially came to my house. So the idea of definite and indefinite is just known thing and unknown name, known or unknown noun. Anybody? 901, any question? No question. Everybody understood the concept? Known and unknown. Okay. Now we understood that qalamun, qalaman, qalamin. Huh? Huh? This is a noun. How do I know this is a noun? Because the means are attached. And what type of noun is this? This is an indefinite noun. Both the indicators are there. Indefinite noun, and it is a noun by default because the mean is there, and it is an indefinite noun. Now, how to make it definite? Simple idea. In English, it is the, and in Arabic, it is al. In English, it is the, and in Arabic, it is al. But this Mr. Al has a problem. I'm telling you a false story. झूठ बोलते ना, झूठी story, a fiction. I'm telling you a fiction. Let me take you back. Let me take you back, and let me remind you Alif Ba. This is a false story. Please remember, this is just a story so that you will remember what I am telling you. This is a false story. Don't Yani, don't catch me for this. This is just a small story. The z r z sin shin sod the to zo and ran lam. Indian for calf. What I'm missing? A small calf, right? Lam, mim, noon, ha, wow, yeah. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Hamza. Okay, na? Remember, I told you there are two types of alphabets. You remember? These alphabets are solar alphabets. What is the difference between solar and lunar alphabet? Lunar alphabets, if attached with al, you will read the this thing. Yeah, who can tell me what is the difference between solar and lunar alphabets? Anybody? Please help me. I like to be helped. Yes, 901. Yes.
Sir, in the solar, we will not read al, whereas in the lunar alphabets, we will read al when it is attached to a word.
And everybody remember this? Al, it is written al shams. Al shamsu actually. And al kamru. Al kamaru. Meme. This is a meme. Al kamar. In solar alphabet, see, this is a false story. This is a fiction I'm telling you. But remember this, it will help you. This al is forgotten. This al is dropped. This lam is dropped. Alif lam. Actually, it is what is written here. What is written here? Let me show you. Then I will tell you the story. What is written here? Al plus shams. Right? Right or wrong? Everybody? And here al plus qamar is written, right? This is what al is added here, right? So al, when al is added for 1 2 3 4, yani 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, out of 28, 14 times al is dropped out. You remember this? Because Shamsi letter and Kamri letter. Now see, al will take a revenge. This alif lam, al will take a revenge. You know what? When there is kalamun. Kalamun is definite or indefinite, my brother and sister? Tell me. Tell me, kalamun is definite or indefinite?
Indefinite.
Indefinite. And it's a noun. Why it's a noun? Because tanween is occurring only on noun. Now, this we want to make it definite. So we have to add al to it. But al will take a revenge. Huh? Al will take revenge from all the 29 characters. What revenge it will take? It will say, yes, you want to become definite, I will come with you. This is a false story I'm telling you. This is a fiction. Al will say, okay, Kalam, or any noun who goes to Al and say, please come with me. If you come with me, I will become definite. I will become known to people. Now I am unknown. I want to become known. Well, people should know me. Come with me, Al. Come with me. He said, no. Before you were whenever you are coming, whenever I'm coming with the solar alphabets, you were dropping me. Now it is my turn. I want to come with you. I will come with you, but you have to drop one of your tanween. Drop one of your tanween. You are carrying two tanween. You have to carry now one tanween. This is my revenge. This is my revenge. This is the revenge of al. Now it will become al qalamu. Got the idea? Al qalamu. This is just a false story I'm telling you. The rule says when the noun is definite, and if you want any noun which is definite, and if you want to make it when the noun is indefinite, I'm sorry, and if you want to make it definite, just add al and remove one tanween, and okay, and it will become al qalamu. Qalamun will become al qalamu. Now it was a pen, and now it is called the pen. Anybody any question about this? And the story is really false story, just to laugh on it, but just to make, you should remember that al, whenever it occurs, it takes one tanween, and it is impossible in English. 903. Any question? You can hear me, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hear me? Hello? Hello?
Sir, we can hear you.
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Sorry.
You are audible, sir.
Nobody was answering, that's why. G901 903. Any question?
Sir, I have a question. Just I would like to clarify this thing. I think I missed it. Is this a condition for a noun to be a noun that it always will contain tanween with it?
See, sister, on Monday I will tell you that every noun will start with the tanween only. This is the basic root form or the basic form of a noun, to start with the tanween of Dhamma. Inshallah, on Monday we will start it. Then we have to make it a man became the man. So a pen has to be, sometime you have to make it definite. So you have to add al with it. So al, it will become al qalamu. Okay, it is really impossible that al is there and tanween will be there. It is really impossible. This will be never done. Huh? You cannot do a pen the. This cannot be done in English also. Both the marker together, the marking of definite and marking of indefinite together use, cannot be the pen, cannot be used. In English also, you cannot use the marker of indefinite and the marker of definite together on a noun. Either the noun is definite or the noun is definite, it will be really impossible to have both the thing together, and the. Similarly, if you want to write Zaidun, Zaidun will be, although it is coming with Tanween, but it is a proper name. Proper name by default are definite. No need to write Al Zaidu or Al Zaidun because it is by default definite. Anybody, any question? Five. Now this is what is written here. Can anybody read for me?
965, sir.
965, mashallah.
Kitabun.
Kitabun. My brother, by looking at it, just imagine that you don't know the meaning of kitab or kitabun. By looking at it, just by looking at it, just tell me whether this is a noun or not a noun. And
It
if you
is a
say
noun.
this is a noun, give me a proof.
It is a noun because it has a tanween,
It has a
double proof.
tanween. Now you have found out that this is a noun. When you found out this is a noun, there is an indicator there. You have to tell me whether it is definite or indefinite.
It is indefinite.
It is indefinite. So if it is indefinite, you have to use a. And what will I write in translation of kitabun? A book. Right or wrong? Kitab yani a book, right?
Yes.
Now you have to add al to it and make it definite. What should I write here? Al
Kitabu.
kita
There will be one tanween.
lost. Because al is taking its revenge.
There will be
This is just a story, my brother. Al is taking its revenge from all the alphabets. Now this is universal truth for Al. Al, I said, Allah, I will take, yani I will take my revenge with all of you. You dropped me for 14 times, I will drop you. Yani your tanween, I will take away your tanween. Yeah, Al Kitabu. Okay, na? Al Kitabu. Now anybody else, please help me. Read this for me. Please read this for me. Somebody else.
901.
901. What is written
Kit-
here?
Kitaban.
Kitaban. By looking at it, can you tell me whether this is a noun or not a noun? If you say this is a noun, you have to give me a proof.
So it has tanween, so it has to be a noun.
It has to be a noun. MashaAllah. The tanween is telling me that it's a noun. And now you found out it is a noun. Now tell me whether it is definite or indefinite.
Sir, it's indefinite.
Indefinite. And now I will translate it as a book. Right? Now help me out, sister, and make this noun from indefinite to definite. Use al. Al is the only apparatus you can use to make this any noun from indefinite to definite. What should I write? Al
Al-kitaba.
Kitaba. Al Kitaba. Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. Now somebody else should help me. Sorry. Same item. If I write
945.
945, please help me whether this word written on my screen, on your screen, is a noun or not a noun.
It is a noun.
It is a noun. Now, if you said it is a noun, you have to give me a proof. What is the proof with you?
The kasratain is the proof.
The
That it
kasratain
is
is the proof. Now you found out and you gave me a proof that this is a noun. Now you have to tell me whether this is definite or indefinite.
it's indefinite because of the tanween.
Because of the tanween. Now, sister, make this, use a al and make it definite. Now, what will be the translation? A
Book.
book. Now make it the book. What should I write? The book.
Al
Al
Kitabi.
Kita
B.
B. And now it will be called, or it will be translated as the book. Even here, the book. Even here, the book. The lesson to learn here is tanween, any type of tanween, there are three tanween, so any type of tanween is not changing the meaning of the word. Tanween is not changing the meaning of the word. Then what tanween is doing on the noun? We will understand on Monday, inshallah. From Monday, inshallah, 2-3 days it will take for us to understand why tanweens are there on the noun. Although we understood and we made and we proved that tanween is not changing the meaning, and tanween is always appearing in the end of a noun, not in the middle, not in the starting, but in the end. It is all, sorry, not in the middle, not in the starting, it is always coming in the end. Tanween always comes in the end. But why? But why is the reason? And inshallah we will find out. Today we learned that there are two types of noun. There can be two type of noun: definite and indefinite. Broadly, in a glossary language, you can say known and unknown. Definite can be identified by al, and indefinite can be identified by tanween in the end of the noun, right? Al by itself has many meanings. My brother, my sister, al by itself has many meanings. Al, the original meaning, the original use of al is to make a noun definite. The is the main meaning. There are many meanings of al. One of the meaning is all. What type of all, you know? All yani everything, including everything from small to big, from yani from everything. For example, for example, for example, after Bismillah, who can translate this? Everybody knows this. Huh? Who can translate this for me? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Everybody knows this. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
तमाम तारीफ अल्लाह के लिए है.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. This is an English class, and you have to raise your
Sir,
hand,
Yes.
sir,
sister.
Yes.
Please raise your hand and
sir,
answer.
I'm not a co-host now, sir. I'm not a co-host now.
You are no more a co-host.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. 901.
90.
All praises be to Allah, the
Sorry, sister. Come
all,
again. Sorry. Yes, come again. Alhamdu.
all praises.
All praises. All praises. All. Anybody else wants? Anybody else wants to add anything? All. Whatever. All. Every praise. Praise yani small praise, big praise. Yani even if you praise a flower, you are ultimately praising Allah. If you are praising anything, you are ultimately praising Allah. Any type of praise, any type in the gene of praise, all praise. This al is representing all. From where you are getting the meaning of all, you are getting it from this al. But how you are getting it from this al, we will learn. But at present, what is our because we are in a basic class, what is our mission? To understand that al has many meaning, many meaning, out of which one meaning is the, which is a common meaning. The second meaning is all. Anybody, any question about this? To make a noun from indefinite to from indefinite to definite, you just have to add al, and remove one tanween, whether it is Dhamma, tanween of Dhamma, tanween of Fatha, tanween of Kasra, just remove it. Why? Because as per our false story, Al is taking the revenge from the alphabets. Okay. Today what we have learned? We have learned that all the nouns, noun can be noun can be definite or indefinite. To indefinite noun can be made definite by adding al. Although al has many meaning, one of the meaning is the, second meaning is al. We will explore more meanings inshallah taala. And today is the yeah, today we know that al has two meanings. ठीक है ना? But there is one mystery remaining. There is one mystery remaining. I don't have a space. Wait a minute. There is a mystery remaining, and let me tell you the mystery again, so that Monday you will come with a mystery in your mind. Muhammadun. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan. Muhammadan. But then Allahumma. Allahumma. Ala Muhammadin. Can anybody, instead of reading, I will tell you, don't read it for me because my writing is not good today. See, sometimes we read Muhammadun Rasulullah. Sometimes we read Ashhadu Anna Muhammadan Abduhu wa Rasuluhu. Sometimes we read Allahumma Salli ala Muhammadin. What is the mystery? Why the name? The name remains the same. Of course, we are referring to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But tanweens are changing. What is the reason? Why tanween is why different tanween? In English, we only write Muhammad, whatever the spelling you want to use. Muhammad, Muhammad, Muhammad. We use the same spelling, but in Arabic the spelling is changing. Why? Why? This is the question I want you to take home. Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, inshallah, this will be solved for you. But this mystery should remain. It should remain in your heart, that, and the idea should remain in your heart, that by tanween the meaning is not changing. Still here it is Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, here the same Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, here our beloved Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But tanween is changing, the spelling is changing, the harkat is changing, the diacritical marks are changing. But why? This is a mystery. Take it home. Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, inshallah, it will be solved. What we learned today is tanween are the sign of noun. Any type of tanween is a sign of noun. Also, al is a sign of noun. If you see al attached to any word, that means it is a. That means it is a. Tell me. That means it is a noun. That means it is a noun. If I write al-qalamu, it is a noun. And what is the proof of this being a noun? Al. Al is the proof. Al is showing me. Al is showing me that this is a noun. Everybody, if I write al-kitab, al-kitab, al-kitabu, what is the proof that this is a noun? Can anybody help me? Please help me. What is the proof that this word written on your screen is a noun? See your
945.
answers. See your answers will help me how fast I am going or how slow I need to go. If you don't answer, that means my message is not getting across and I have to go slowly. If you answer me, this will give me a confidence that you are learning, you are grasping something. So please help me. Al Kitab is a noun or not a noun? Anybody?
Nobody, sir.
Ha
Musa.
Musa, tell me.
It's a noun, sir.
It's a noun. And what is the proof that this word is a noun?
Al.
The al
Al.
attached to
Al
kitab.
is the proof. Now you have found out that this is a noun. Just tell me whether this is a definite noun or an indefinite noun. Marfa wala nakira.
Ma'rifa.
Marifa. This is a marifa, a known noun. Marifa means known. Huh? Nakira means unknown, not known, ajnabi. Okay, mashallah. Now we will meet on Monday, inshallah. We will start from noun again and in a different fashion, in a different way, inshallah. I request you all to please participate. When you participate, it gives me a moral support that at least you are learning something. All right, inshallah. See you on Monday, inshallah. 10 o'clock, inshallah. 10 o'clock Indian time. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi.